Hello aspirants, myself Kirtana Busa. I have appeared for interview in 2018. We at Narayana IAS Academy have come up with mains module to facilitate your answer writing. Important topics for the coming mains 2019 are picked, and all the important points required to cover the topic are provided in a simple and lucid manner. We are taking these points from multiple sources so that you will get sufficient points to use in the mains exam. We are also taking extreme care to provide good structure to the topic. Hope our efforts will benefit you. Having said this, let us move to an important topic today, that is appointment of Chief of Defence Staff. In a major decision for higher level military reforms and tri-service integration, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced the appointment of a Chief of the Defence Staff who will be above the 3 service chiefs. In this video, we look into the brief history as well as the need for the appointment of CDS. The proposal for a CDS has been there for past 2 decades. The following committees have recommended for the same. One is the Kargil Review Committee headed by K. Subramaniam, and the CDS is also one of the 99 recommendations made by the Lieutenant General D.B. Shekatkar Committee as well as Naresh Chandra Committee. So what is this Chief of Defence Staff? The Chief of Defence Staff is meant to be a single point military advisor to the government and to coordinate long-term planning, procurements, training, logistics of the 3 services. Before going into the need for CDS, we look into the current command structure of working of the armed forces. India follows single service command structure and not theatre command structure. That is, not all the 3 services report to the single chief. The current commands, which include 6 of Indian Army, 3 of Indian Navy, 7 of Indian Air Force, 1 tri-service command at Andaman and Nicobar Island and 1 strategic forces command. All these report through separate chains to their respective chiefs, and these are best known not for their coordination. This is one of the major problems faced by the armed forces. And all the 3 forces have separate eastern, western, southern commands. In addition to that, Army and Air Force also have central and southwest commands in the same region but with different headquarters, and at the same time diverging strategies prevents seamless performances in the time of conflict or war. So lack of coordination and seamless performances in the time of conflict or war necessitates the need for CDS. Now we look into the need for Chief of Defence Staff. As future wars become short, swift and network centric, coordination and synergy among the 3 services is crucial. India is the only major democracy where armed forces headquarters is outside the apex government structure. And the third reason for the need of CDS is it is observed that the service chiefs devote most of their time to their operational roles, and this is often resulting in the negative results. Long-term defense planning is suffering because they are focusing on day-to-day priorities. As day-to-day priorities dominate, the long-term defense planning is getting suffered. The CDS is also seen as being vital to the creation of theatre command, that is, integrating tri-service assets and personnel like in US military where major democracies have this theatre command service. India too needs one. According to late Defence Minister Manohar Panikkar, the current arrangement of COSC, that is Chairman of Chiefs of Staff Committee, is unsatisfactory and the position of chairman is just a figurehead. And there is a need for optimization of resources by joint planning and training. This is another major reason that necessitates the need for CDS. India has 4th largest defense budget in the world, but a huge chunk of it goes to the payment of salaries and pensions of soldiers and towards maintenance of infrastructure. a very little is left for modernization, which is critical component given the fast changing nature of modern warfare. Hence, there is a need to address the inefficiency and duplication of efforts. So, in order to address the inefficiency and duplication of efforts, there is a need for CDS. Then we look into the criticism. Critics say that the problems of each service are too deep. For example, Indian Army is more interested in howitzers and tanks, while our soldiers lack proper body armor and helmets. And Indian Navy continues with white elephants such as aircraft carriers, despite the fact that MiG-29 on INS Vikramaditya suffer from serious problems. And Air Force, the future plan is dependent on no less than 4 different types of air fighters, while US Air Force is rationalizing to just 2 types of fighters. This shows that the inefficiency in expenditure at non-priority components. Hence, the solutions are required not at the top but at the bottom. This is one of the criticism. There is a need to address the bottom level problems while we are focusing at the top. Even though theoretically appointment of CDS is long overdue, there appears to be no clear blueprint for the office to ensure its effectiveness. This is another criticism. In Indian context, critics fear the absence of foresight and understanding might end up making the Chief of Defense Staff just another case of jobs for the boys. These points are taken from Indian Express. However, the announcement of the institution of CDS is made keeping in view of the much needed reform to streamline and further improve the coordination among the 3 forces and their functioning. Hope this video is helpful. Thank you and all the best.